77 WABC.
Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky, or a bird, or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show. And here's Frankie!
How you doing out there? How you doing? Welcome to Russo Nation. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Yeah, guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo. Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Question is, where are the Americans? The Americans are right here. I'm telling you, that Fugazi and that Iranian nuke deal, it ain't gonna happen. If it does happen, they ain't going around us. They ain't going to the UN. It ain't happening. Senators passed pro-Israel budget amendment, according to the Hill.com. Senator Tom Cotton offered the amendment. He said it reaffirms the United States' commitment to the U.S.-Israeli relationship. The amendment establishes a deficit-neutral reserve fund, a budgetary placeholder, to prevent the United Nations or another international agency from taking discriminatory action against Israel. That's what I'm talking about. United States Senator Tom Cotton went on to say, for decades, this Congress has provided bipartisan support to the U.S.-Israeli alliance. And he went on to say, unfortunately, for almost just as long, the UN has singled out Israel. Cotton went on to say he hopes we won't need this mechanism, but he said it was critical that the Congress reaffirms its support for Israel. Cotton said that the amendment lays the groundwork for a rescission of funding to the United Nations, and it should take to the United Nations, should it take unfair or discriminatory actions against Israel. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Now we got a few other things, and then we're going to take some calls. Trey Gowdy, May 2014. I have evidence of a Benghazi cover-up, he said. Not only are they hiding it, there's intent to hide it. Trey Gowdy calls it, according to the Newsmax.com, Trey Gowdy says the evidence of this Benghazi cover-up is a systematic, intentional effort by the Obama administration to withhold documents from Congress about the 2012 Benghazi attack when 4 Americans got killed. Now, why is Russo bringing this up? Politico.com, March 27, 2015, almost a year later. Trey Gowdy, Hillary Clinton wiped her server clean. That's right. While it is not clear precisely when Secretary Clinton decided to permanently delete all the emails from her server, it appears she made the decision after October 28, 2014, when the Department of State for the first time asked the senator to return her public record to the department, according to House Representative, Chairman of the Benghazi Select Committee, Trey Gowdy of South Carolina. Craziness going on, moving parts. They think they're going to the UN with this Fugazi Iranian nuke deal. They got something coming to them. We're going to take some calls in a second. I just got 2 special shout-outs. I went to the Brooklyn Conservative meeting in the Knights of Columbus with Ronnie and Mikey Fran, Ronnie Rice and Mikey Fran. Special shout-out, Joseph Connor. Unbelievable story. Father got killed. His father owned a tavern, got killed at 31 years old in a terrorist attack. And he got this great book, thenewamericans.net. Special shout-out to my brother from another mother, Joseph Connor. And then another special shout-out for another brother of another mother. Happy belated 61st birthday to Curtis Sliwa of Curtis and Kubi over here at 77 WABC. Now that's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. My brother, send them in. Who do we got popping tonight? We're going live over here. You got to go to Frankie Russo Show, Facebook.com, Frankie Russo Show. Send them in. We got Matt from Texas. What's popping, Matt?
Hey, it's your brother. What's up?
How you doing, man? What's going on? You're getting married, right?
Yeah, I'm getting married. My fiance's sitting here on Skype in front of me.
Very nice. God bless you.
So, I wanted to give you an update on our foundation.
I like that. So, this foundation deals with children. I know that.
That is correct. Children.
Children that are to prevent something to do with abduction, right?
To prevent them from the government taking them, to help foster children, to pretty much help children worldwide.
Unbelievable. It's great. What's it called again?
It's called the Taylor Page Foundation.
Right. I liked it. That's right. Very cool.
No, we just signed we're in the middle of signing contracts with one of the ex-producers of Happy Days to get our TV series up and running.
Really?
Yes, sir.
And who's this?
Nick Abdo, his name is.
Nice. That's awesome, man. I tell you, you came from all the way from Australia, Texas, Missouri. Man, you're amazing.
Colorado. I haven't got to New York yet. I got to get to New York.
When you come to New York, you got to look up Frankie Russo over here.
So what a state this country is in at the moment. I mean, you know, we've got the children being taken, and then we've got Ted Cruz announcing his run for president, and within 24 hours, the American people are donating millions of dollars. What's going on, Frankie?
I don't know, my brother. It's crazy. You know, I got no problem. I just wish, you know, they would just open up like the McCain hearings when they made McCain eligible. He was born on a Panama Canal, and they should have the United States Senate have a hearing, and if they say he's eligible, he's eligible. Instead, to hear from him saying he's eligible, I got to hear a constitutional attorney tell me he's eligible. This is craziness. We got the biggest legislative body in the world, the United States Congress. McCain, Senate Resolution 511, McCain is eligible. Had the same hearing for him, and quite frankly, everybody, all these candidates, even Hillary Clinton, all the stuff that Secretary of State has been doing, from the emails to Benghazi and sitting there while they're doing the foreign donations into the Clinton Foundation. God only knows she violated federal laws.
Not only that, I mean, the last president, or the current administration...
Oh, my God, he's got a selective service card that's fraudulent.
What damage could Cruz do?
Yeah, but you know something, my brother? I mean, in all due respect, I got no problem, but let's follow the United States Constitution, man. You know?
100%.
Right? Thank you so much for the call. God bless you. You're doing a fabulous job.
You too. Shout out to my kids, to Bella, James, and Taylor. Love you all.
Awesome, man. You're awesome. I don't know how you do it, but God bless you. 800-848-9222. Send them in. Andy B. Bad, Staten Island. What's poppin', kid?
You're poppin', the Frankie Russo Nation.
We're making it happen over here at 77 WABC. There's no stopping us. They can't go to the UN. Tom Cotton and the United States Senators are waiting for them.
And that John F. Kerry, the worst example of...
Oh, my God.
The worst example of an American to go around the world. We're nothing like him.
He's a fugazi. That deal with Iran is a fugazi. Yo, last week I was kidding around. I was serious, but I was kidding around. I said, they dropped the foreign terrorist organization designation off Iran and Hezbollah. And I said, yeah, what are you talking about? They want to be ISIS. Well, guess what? According to General Petraeus and General Keane, they are ISIS.
Right?
This is insanity.
They want to start the World War III, Obama and John F. Kerry.
Insanity, my gangster. I don't know who to believe anymore.
What do they think is going to happen when Iran gets the nuke?
Right?
They're going to use it.
Right? They've shown, just look at the history. I was looking at court cases on investigative.project.org / cases. All the cases on Iran going back from 1990s, the 80s. And it's crazy because when you think about it, right, they say Muslim Brotherhood is a Sunni. Hamas is Muslim Brotherhood, Sunni. Al-Qaeda core, Sunni. And Iran is Shiite, right? They don't get along. Yeah, right. Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, they're working closely together.
Yeah, remember in New York City we had the numbers up, how many days they were holding our hostages about 25 years ago.
That's right. Ronald Reagan, God bless President Reagan, man. He said, you better you better release those hostages before I get in office.
He was a leader.
He was a leader. That's what I'm talking about.
Called a leader. Obama is a follower. He leads from behind.
Obama, you know who Obama is? He's Barry Soetoro, Muslim from Indonesia. And guess what? He's the Shah of Iran. That's who he is.
I love you, Russo.
He's the Shah of Iran. My brother, thank you for the call.
Out a lot about him the day after his reign of terror is over. Then he gets out of office because the hit-and-run media, they're all hiding all those facts about him.
Unbelievable. How's Tina doing?
Tina's right here. Say hi, Tina.
Hi, Frank.
How you doing? We got to make a move over here. We got to get some girls in this mix,
we hit it out of the park before we call you. Have to be ready for the Russo.
Thanks, Frankie.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Love you.
Hey, hello. You guys are the best. 800-848-9222. Send them in. What's Papa Bubba?
Frankie, how you doing there tonight?
Beautiful. We're going live. We've got a YouTube channel, Frankie Russo Video. We're going live over Frankie Russo Show. Just go to Facebook and click on the stream, Bubba. What do you think about that?
So you have to be kind and rewind at your video?
Absolutely. Bubba, you got problems, kid.
Oh, boy. Oh, God, what do I...
She wiped the server clean. Trey Gowdy, wiped the server clean.
Oh, boy. My wife wiped the server clean?
Yes, she did.
What Gowdy's trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's a falsehood, Frankie.
That's
a falsehood.
Hey, I heard you going into the gold business, son.
Oh, Frankie.
Is that true? Between me and you, is that true?
What do you mean, Frankie?
Are you going into the gold business through your Clinton Foundation?
Well,
with you and Tony Rodman, Hillary's brother?
At the Clinton Foundation, we like to spread our wealth around. We invest in many different things so we could, make that money for the foundation.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm hanging out. I'm talking to the banker over there. I said, yeah, man, because they love the show. And I said, yeah, between me and you, it's not mainstream press yet, but it's apparent. It's coming out. The book hasn't come out yet, but the Clinton Foundation bought a gold mine, and Tony Rodman, Hillary Clinton's brother, is part of this thing. And the dude said to me, really, it's funny because one of my associates is from Haiti, and he was saying how much land and buildings and property that Bill Clinton is buying over in Haiti.
Well, they did say I was the first black president, so I was so excited about that, so I decided to buy land in Haiti.
Unbelievable. Hey, listen, yo, come on, man.
Well, no, it's...
OGs, OG gangsters like I wouldn't believe. the Clintons.
No, Frankie, it's part of the Clinton Foundation. We're building schools. That's what we're doing. We're building schools, and we need the land, and the gold mines are just for investment purposes, so we could expand the Clinton Foundation. You know,
Bubba, I'm telling you, man. You know,
it's capitalism, Frankie.
The Clinton Foundation is supposed to be what, a non-for-profit organization? No.
It's kind of like the Eleanor Rubinstein Foundation for Fine Children Programming.
All right, Bubba, we're going to move. So what else before we go? I know you got some events, April 12th or something?
Well, yeah, that's going to be Michael Faulkner.
Nice.
And he's going to be speaking at the Brooklyn Young Republican Club. He's a former New York Jet football player, and he ran against Charles Rango in 2010, so he'll be speaking at the club. And also, there's going to, just a couple of things I wanted to mention about the last meeting I attended when the Brooklyn Young Republican Club...
There was Chris Gibson. It was a great event. You did a great job. Absolutely.
Congressman Chris Gibson. That was really cool.
Absolutely.
So,
great event.
Very nice. Harry Reid. Harry Reid is leaving us. You heard about that, Frankie? Harry Reid is leaving us. He's not going to run for re-election.
Isn't that beautiful?
Well, that's a shame for us on the Democrats.
That's a beautiful thing.
And he's leaving. I heard John Kerry, Mr. Lurch from the Adams family, he got a ticket for, that not shoveling in front of his mansion out in Boston. Shame, shame, shame on him.
Why am I not shocked?
The guy, he believes in global warming like my vice president. I'm freezing my tuchus off here tonight, Frankie. It's cold out there. What do you mean global warming? Global warming does not exist. It's climate change, whatever words they want to use. Listen, I'm starting to see the light on that issue.
Okay,
Frankie.
Bubba.
So, keep us warm, I say.
Thank you so much, Bubba. You're the best.
Take care there, Frankie.
God bless. Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. Send them in, man. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Tom from Manhattan. What's poppin', Tommy?
What's going on, Frank? Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Thanks a lot, bro. How you doing? I want to make two quick points.
Go ahead, my friend.
First one is that airplane crash in Germany,
right,
or wherever it was in the Alps, it was very symbolic of what's happening in Europe, if you think about it, because the way that he crashed that plane, I don't know how fast he was going, but all I saw left on the ground was a tire.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so I don't know how fast that guy was going, but here's the deal. If you replace his face with Angela Merkel or that quisling Holland or David Cameron, and you just put their picture in, they are running and ramming their nations into the sides of mountains with all that uncontrolled immigration, the same way that guy ran that plane into that mountain. I know that's a little heavy for people, but think about it.
Well, my brother,
exactly
it's a great point. Unfortunately, the information hasn't come out yet, but there's rumors.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
That he's a Muslim convert. There's this rumor. There's nothing confirmed yet. There's rumors he's a Muslim convert, and
he's a whack job.
Yeah, and he was involved. His girlfriend was Muslim.
And she dumped him. But here's the thing.
That's right.
When you're about to crash into the side of a mountain, it takes a strong hand to pull out, and you have to pull as hard right as you need to pull it to pull out of the death dive, people. So remember that. And I just want to say one thing too about the election. It's going to be very hard for a man to beat Hillary Clinton. I'll tell you why real quick. Because even if she had a campaign commercial where she's laughing with that crazy lady laugh that she does, and she's pushing the delete button on the emails and wiping her hard drive clean, she would still get the votes of practically every woman, regardless of confession. They would vote for her because it's historic for them. And most of the minorities. So it's going to... I would run Palin.
I like Sarah Palin too. Thank you so much.
I would run Palin. Did the Hail Mary pass? But she'll get more votes and more conservatives.
She's a tough lady. Thank you so much for the call, man. Thank you. 800-848-9222. Sarah Palin. I like that chick. She is amazing. Who we got next? Peter in Great Neck. What's poppin', Petey?
Frankie, you're the best. Listen, you know why B.J. Clinton is buying gold, right?
Why is that?
Well, they're going to leave us holding the bag with worthless dollars. They're setting themselves up, right?
That's an interesting point.
You don't know who to trust anymore.
You don't? That's a great... I'm with you, bro.
Everything is upside down.
Upside down.
Any of these candidates running to be president, too, I think they're all controlled by higher up. I like what Trump has to say. You know,
I tell you, Trump's
China.
another guy. He seems to be an independent guy. I'm down with that too. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, like he says, he wants China's duking us and everything. I'm with it, but you know, well, they say one thing, and then when they get elected, they do the opposite. You know, and you look at China right now, Brazil, Russia, India, and South Africa, the BRICS. It's called the BRICS. They don't want our dollar anymore, Frankie.
Great point. I saw that this week. Great point, my brother. You're right on point. You're right on top of this thing, man.
That's why I think we have sanctions against Russia. It's not about you know, it's something we don't know about. Anyway.
Thank you so much, my brother. Great call. You're right on point on everything,
man. We need another president like Andrew Jackson. He kept centralized banking out of the country.
It's crazy. I mean, we need somebody that's going to take care of the American people. Absolutely.
All right, Frank.
Thank you, my brother. 800-848-9222. Everybody, I'm doing live stream over here. Go to Frankie Russo Show, Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show, and click on the button. We're live.
America.
Glenn in Staten Island. What's popping, Glenn?
America, break open the saddlebags, baby. Break open the saddlebags, folks. Break them open and let's face the facts. I mean, I know the establishment's getting to you, Frank, because when I bring up immigration, you get nervous. Listen, if we don't get control over these borders, legally and illegally, this country's finished. You're never going to get it back. And the bottom line is there's no one out there talking that in the political spectrum.
We got the shore of Iran in the White House. What are you talking about?
Yeah, through open borders, you're going to get even worse presidents than him when they start voting.
And they want to put the sun in. The sun is in Virginia.
Right, but let me just let the people know that this issue, this immigration issue, even with race quotas and stuff, are the biggest winning issues. It doesn't matter who your candidate is. If they drive these issues home, we'll win. Now, right after 9/11, I said, if you remember, they said we're going to lock the cockpits on the planes. We're going to give the pilots guns. If terrorists are on the planes again, they'll never happen because the passengers will tackle them. I said, baloney. The next terrorist will be the pilots, I said, on the Bob Grant show right after that. And listen.
Wow, you're prophetic, my brother.
Hey, listen, I'm the guy who solved the Beltway sniper case on radio. People know my voice. They know it's all true. Listen.
Wow, you're just amazing, son.
That's right. That's why they banned me from talk radio.
I don't ban you. You can come on my show anytime and talk, bro.
You're tremendous, right? This is great. This stuff is. You really should go to Hollywood with your personality.
I'd love to go to Hollywood. That's a nice thing. Thank you so much. From your mouth with the great cigar. That'd be amazing.
Right. but Frank, listen to me, Frank. I don't want Mayflower. I call him Mayflower because he was dodging the guy.
Money May's gonna win, bro.
I want Mayflower to lose because I don't want him to break Marciano's record.
Okay. Hey, listen. Okay, you can say that. I don't care. Thank you so much for the call. Marciano's record, whatever. 800-848-9222. We're taking the calls. We got a little board over here. Tommy in the Bronx. What's poppin', Tommy?
Yeah, I'd like to say that the Clinton Foundation in Haiti, there isn't a gold mine, actually. What it is that there is a desire to rape the Haitian landscape because the gold is in the soil.
Oh, whatever. I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Well, I know something about it. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, all right.
And wait a minute. I'm not finished.
All right, relax, bro. I'm good. Frankie Russo's cool. It's 1:30 in the morning, man.
Yeah, but it's quite possible. That's Hillary Clinton's brother, who's head of this situation to find the gold. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's my understanding that he's involved with this gold mine situation.
He's from Brazil, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't know much about it. It hasn't all come out yet. That's what I'm saying. It's a rumor. It hasn't all come out yet.
But anyway, let me say this. If they start to look for gold in Haiti and to rape the landscape, they want to use very harsh chemicals on the ground. They'll destroy the living conditions for these people on the island. And they already took an island, and they took the foliage off, And
I mean, this is all speculation. I
no,
really don't know.
it's not speculation. It's actual fact.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying,
It's
I don't have all the facts in
axiomatic.
front of
It's
me. They haven't
self-evident
come
truth.
out yet, my brother, in all due respect.
But
so I can't
what
really
I'm getting
comment that. I
at
just
is
said
it's
that.
something that's leading to no good.
Okay. I mean,
And that's
fine. I
what
mean, I'm
telling
against the
you.
Clinton Foundation. I'm against Hillary Clinton. I'm against what they've done to the Americans, what they've done from Benghazi to the emails to this foreign donations to the Clinton Foundation. So I'm against all this stuff.
They spend just a very little amount of money in their philanthropy works. That's what I can tell you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you for the call.
All right.
800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show, 77 WABC. The Love Me, Hate Me kid from Brooklyn. Who we got popping, who we got moving, who we sending in. Just send them in. Danny in New York. What's popping, Danny?
How's it going, Frankie?
What's up, my brother?
I just wanted to make a point. Mitch McDonald made an address to an organization called J Street, which is, they claim to be pro-Israel, but they seem to not be most of the time. And he said that the 50-year occupation in Israeli West Bank should end immediately. And Lindsey Graham, the senator from South Carolina, made a statement saying that this type of language is only reserved for terrorist organizations like Hamas, saying that if you look at the facts, the last time the Israelis withdrew from Gaza, which was a Palestinian-held territory in 2005, they received 10,000 rockets in exchange, and they want, like, the facts on the ground are that that's not a... If they withdrew from the West Bank, they would probably receive the same thing.
That's right. And who provided those rockets to Hamas?
Iran, of course.
Iran!
Right through the underground tunnels.
Iran!
That's right.
And we're giving them nukes!
Absolutely. If we don't eliminate the centrifuges and destroy their ballistic missile capabilities, it's not even a question.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I go crazy thinking about this.
Yeah,
We're going to have an emboldened, an Iran that he's taken away the sanctions. He's going to allow them to produce the nuclear bomb. They are going to be the next Germany. And once once Shaw in the White House gives it over to the Shaw Jr. in Virginia, you got the next Hitler.
That's right.
I'm telling you, you got the next Hitler.
That's right.
Thank you for the call, my brother. I'm so fired up tonight. You got me fired. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. We're going live. Julian, Queens. What's poppin', Julie?
Hi, Frankie. It's not going to be Hillary Clinton. First of all, she is not pro-Israel. She hates Israel.
She hates Israel.
Oh, yeah, more than Obama. So, and we're not going to take 8 more years of anti-Israel, anti-Semitic stuff from Hillary Clinton. It's going to be, and she's too old, she's backwards looking, and too many scandals. It's going to be, let's say, Ted Cruz or Marco Rubio, the first Hispanic, young men in their mid-40s.
I got no problem, Hispanic. I got no problem, people from, but I just want Americans. You know, there's no American, you go to China, there's no American in the Chinese government.
Wait, let me just tell you another thing. Dennis McDonough was at J Street, not Mitch McConnell. Dennis McDonough, the anti-Israel, anti-Semitic J Street. That's Obama's chief of staff.
Unbelievable.
And wait, James Baker did a speech there. He's on Jeb Bush's team. He's a big anti-Semite, anti-Israel. So Jeb Bush hates Israel too. Yeah, James Baker is the one that said...
James Baker, like, going back all the way to, like, Bush. He goes back to Bush...
Bush the father.
Yeah, Bush the father. Wow.
So why is Jeb Bush have him on his security team?
That's another...
Everybody, if you're pro-Israel, do not even vote for Jeb Bush.
Forget Jeb Bush.
Baker's a nightmare.
I like Sarah Palin, you know?
I like her, too.
American lady.
But you know what? Hillary Clinton, so many scandals, and Bill Clinton involved with that... a pedophile down.
Oh, my God.
There's going to be, all this is going to be brought up in the next year and a half. She will not win. And not every woman's voting for her. Are you kidding me?
It's craziness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the call.
No way.
Thank you.
I'll vote for the first Hispanic Republican.
I got no problem with that, but let's, I mean...
Ted Cruz he's eligible.
Who says who?
Oh, about... I'd say about 25 constitutional
Yeah,
lawyers.
but
And
what
it's
about
been
the
all
United
over
States
Fox
Senate?
News
What about the
and CNN.
Congress?
What?
John McCain had a hearing. He was born on the Panama Canal. His father was an admiral. His grandfather was an admiral. He was a captain in the Navy. They had a full hearing in the United States Congress. Senate Resolution 511.
Well,
why can't we do that for these guys? And then it's over. It's done. They're vetted. They're eligible. It's done. Right? Thank you so much for the call.
He's eligible. It's been on CNN, even MSNBC. Ted Cruz is eligible.
Well, who says who? Says Cruz? Says his surrogates? I mean...
No, I just told you.
Okay, well, thank you so much for the call. I'm going to agree to disagree. I'm not sure. I don't know. Thank you so much for the call.
And CNN did a whole story
Okay.
on him, and so did MSNBC.
Okay. Thank you for the call, ma'am. 800-848-9222. Frankie Russo Show, 77 WABC. Send them in. Timmy in the Bronx. What's poppin', Timmy?
Yeah, that lady sounds like she has a crush on Cruz. She probably has a crush on Hispanic guys. That's why she wants them. There's just people she has a crush
Let's
on.
be nice now. Let's be nice, my gangster.
It's the truth. These people are funny. They call up. Like you answered it right. Why do we, an American, right?
There's no Americans in the Chinese government. There's no Americans in the Japanese government. Go to Russia. There's no Americans in their government. Why do we have foreign nationals in our government?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this woman just has a crush on Hispanic guys. That's why she's saying that.
Well, come on, let's be nice. I don't know about all that, but
you know what I'm saying, Frank.
Maybe she's got a crush on me, but that's a different story. Thank you for the call, man. 800-848-9222. Frankie Russo Show. Send them in, son. Gino in Brooklyn. What's poppin', Gino? How you doing, my brother? You there? Hello?
These two parties, they spend $300 million to elect a representative that gets paid under $200,000 a year. All right.
Okay.
There's so much corruption to the top.
Unbelievable.
It's the same people. It's the same influence. It's the same corporations. The same businesses. $300 million to elect one person for a few years in the Senate.
Insanity.
All right. That's what I'm saying. Stop thinking it's divisive, man. It's all the same people. Who's pulling the strings? Il Padrino.
Right. You're making sense. I understand what you're saying. It's all for the same pool.
All talk radio. You guys spend so much time thinking about two parties. It's one party, man.
Could you imagine if it's Bush and Clinton running for president? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to freaking lose my noodle.
That's my point. They're all insiders. I need people from New York to shake it up and treat them right and talk to everybody like they're honest, man.
Right? We got to get this Constitution, follow the Constitution, have that committee, vet these people.
And get rid of the two-party system. It's disgraceful and corrupt.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Unfortunately, you're right, and it's something that I don't know how we're going to do it.
That's all right. Think about it when I hang up, because that's beyond everything, brother. And
you're right. I agree with you. You're right. The two-party system is the problem, but I don't know how it's going to take so long to correct it. Well, we'll be like it. I don't know. I don't know how we fix this.
But they're all in bed together. Just remember that. All right, brother?
Absolutely. Thank you for the call, my brother. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Ralphie in New Jersey. What's popping, Ralph?
Yes, what's popping is this Bergdahl case. This is desertion, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, Bergdahl. Wow.
And Obama, Frankie.
Obama. The shore of Iran.
At the religion of duty. That's Obama right there.
The shore of Iran.
Yeah. Okay, dead to America, and then, the great Satan.
He's not American.
I got some issues with that. So Obama better understand that. So
his selective service card is fraudulent.
Right. Got some issue with that, and you so much everyone else who love this country.
Right? It's the greatest country in the world. But let's follow the rules.
That's right. Thank you for taking my call, my brother.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you so much. We'll wind it down. 800-848-9222. We're going live. We got the YouTube channel, Frankie Russo Video. Briggs in New Jersey.
It's
Greg. What's popping, Greg?
Frankie, it's Greg from Chatham. Listen, we got the hat trick this week. We got Bergdahl is going down. Hopefully he's going to get life. We got Harry the Body Reid. He was worked over by the Chinese or some other criminal gang that was tired of his backstabbing, so they worked him over. They gave him the dumbbell treatment. And we got Harry wiping her server clean, putting another pin in her voodoo doll. Fun after this. Great. It's great. You know what it is? It's the hand of God coming down and finally getting retribution on these criminals that are infiltrating like cockroaches, crawling behind the walls of democracy, Frankie. It's great. America's going to turn around. You know what? The fail-safe is this, Frankie.
Let me hear.
Article 5 in the Constitution. It's the Liberty Amendments, that book written by Mark Levin. That's the safety valve. That allows us legally to have the states wrest control.
Yeah, but that's going to take too long. It's a great. I mean, Levin's great. You guys are great, but it's going to take too long. Though.
No, we can do it, Frankie. You got to have patience. We just got to talk to each other. I go to Starbucks, Frankie. I sit there, and as I put milk in my coffee, people come up and put milk in their coffee.
It's a great place. A great place to talk to ladies over there, right?
And it's great, Frankie. People are hungry for real, legitimate knowledge, not news, but knowledge. There are high school kids that come in there from the Chatham Township High School, and they do their homework. And I've talked to them about how global warming is a fraud. I've turned them on to Mark Levin's website. I've turned them on to the Drudge Report. It's great. They're hungry for knowledge. They know that they're getting propagandized and brainwashed in school, and so they just want somebody to tell them and direct them. Where can they get the real truth? Turn them on to the Heritage Foundation. Turn them on to your show, Frankie.
Thank you.
They want alternatives. They just want to know where to go to get the truth.
Sounds good, my brother. You're a great call, man. Thank you so much for the call.
Frankie, you're the best, man. We want to get you on 2 hours.
I love that.
2 hours.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. We're going live. We're over here at 77 WABC. You go to Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. And John in Jersey City. What's poppin', Johnny?
Polak Johnny here.
What's up, my brother?
The Catholic Church, the Cubans, the Polish, they're all anti-communist. It's going to lead us to catastrophe. Thank you.
800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. We're over here at 77 WABC. We're going live. YouTube. Frankie Russo video. Send Howard in. Okay, my brother. 800-848-9222. What's up, Howard?
Howard Cosell, Frankie Russo, Shea Stadium, Flushing, New York, the Big Apple. Frankie, you're the biggest thing on radio now. You're all over the place. 38 states, parts of Canada. People are listening. They're putting off dates with female models to listen to your show at night, Frankie. Frankie, babe, I'm telling you, you are the biggest thing on radio since yours truly, Howard Cosell. We love it out here, Frankie, listening to you. You tell it like it is.
We try.
Like it is. Telling it like it is. That sounds like, that was my radio show 50 years ago.
I'm telling you.
WABC. Frankie, we love you out here. You're the man out here, Frank. You're the champ.
What do you think? You still there?
I'm still here, Howard.
What do you think of Frazier? Down goes Frazier.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Don't think I didn't rehearse that line before the fight.
Who'd he fight? Who was he fighting? Who was Frazier fighting when that happened?
He was fighting George Foreman.
Wow, you know boxing, huh?
Come on, I know everything. I'm Howard Cosell. That was established a long time ago that I was the smartest man in the world. Come on now.
Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. We're going live with video, YouTube. We're over here. We're having a great time. The real Tommy from Staten Island. What's poppin', Tommy?
The real Tommy. Frank, America's Mideast allies are now becoming our Mideast enemies.
Okay.
Think about it. Israel, Jordan.
Right.
Egypt.
Right.
The United Arab Republic.
Right.
and so on.
It's amazing what's happened
All
over
our
here.
allies are now becoming our enemies because, of the negligence of the U.S. towards these countries. And our Mideast enemies are now becoming our friends,
Right.
like Iran.
They're not our friends.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's insanity. It's unbelievable when you really think about it. And you're raising some great points. It's really it drives me crazy because I sit back and I go ISIS. Look at ISIS and you look at Iraq, you look at Syria, and you say, wow, okay, who's it? Al Qaeda's there. ISIS is different. ISIS is not Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda. Hamas is in Gaza, over in the Gaza, and then you look at the whole situation. You find out General Petraeus says ISIS isn't the enemy in ISIS isn't the enemy in Iraq.
No, it's
Iran.
It's all of course.
Iran.
It's all Iranian driven, of course.
Iranian driven. Damascus, Syria.
Yep.
Iranian driven.
I'll tell you something else. I heard today, on the news, that Saudi Arabia, to defend itself, has now looked into buying nukes.
That's what I heard.
Directly from Pakistan.
Wow.
Without any approval from the U.S.
Wow, so everybody's going to do their own thing now. This is a free-for-all.
That's it. So,
wow.
So what I'm thinking is Frank. Whatever happens over there, I'm thinking if everything goes the way it's going now, within the next 5 years, you can expect a nuclear war over there.
Well, I tell you the truth. I mean, the probability, unfortunately, with these countries, like with a country like Iran, they're crazy, right? So, it's scary to think that Iran has its sphere of influence since Obama's been president has increased many-fold.
Absolutely.
According to the generals, those sanctions were working. Those economic sanctions on Iran was working. Obama won't let nobody sanction Iran.
No, it's...
He's allowing them to have all this emboldening them economically, and then they're supposedly going to stop with the nuclear weapons, which we know is not true. They've been lying and cheating for decades.
What's the whole thing? The whole thing is what's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then you got interfering with Russia, with Putin and stuff like that over there in Russia. You don't want to get involved with a country like Russia.
It's crazy
at this point with the Mideast going on the way it is. Frank, what can I say?
Great call, my brother. Thank you so much for the call.
All right.
800-848-9222. Send them in, my brother. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Sure, Rosie wants to say hi. What's up, Rosie?
Oh, boy. I've been tossing and turning in bed.
Right?
I'm really scared. I'm not going to lie to you.
I hate to be an alarmist, but it's really true, right? We have a lot to worry about over here.
This is, I don't want to even call him our president.
He's the Shah of Iran.
No, he's a puppet of Iran, I would say.
I'm telling you, he's the Shah, and the Shah Jr., he's in Virginia. He's waiting to get back in. Once he gets in...
they say death to America, right?
Right.
And my question to you is this, about the blood moon and everything. September is the last one. And usually when there's a blood moon around, something big will happen. And I feel that Iran could even nuke us, because they said death to America. I believe that maybe they will. If they
they're
get
nuts.
What? It's possible.
Rosie, they're nuts, Rosie.
They could throw it. They could have a dirty bomb. And
Rosie,
the city, God forbid,
Rosie, think about it, right? You're a Christian. I'm a Christian. We go to church. We praise God. We wake up the next day. We want to have a good time. We with our family or whatever, right?
Right.
These people go to the mosque and they talk about death to Israel, death to America. Who does stuff like that?
Well, obviously, they're not in the same page because they don't believe in God.
Right? It's crazy.
Non-believers. They believe in their God.
It's perversity. That's what it is. Religious perversity.
The thing is this. If we don't wake up and as a nation get together and say, this is enough with this man, try to get rid of him one way or another, and must stop. He's pushing buttons all over the place. And if it's not Iran, it's going to be Russia. He's he's stepping toes with Russia and Putin, and he shouldn't be doing that.
Well,
He's the wrong guy to press his buttons. You know,
Rosie, thank you so much for the call. I really
All right.
appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you
Yeah,
so
have
much.
a nice weekend.
You
okay?
too. Thank you. 800-848-9222. Send them in. You know, it's true. You know, Russia and China are partners. Okay, the gentleman that called a few minutes, like a half hour ago or so, they're right. They want to get out of the dollar. It's called the Shanghai Cooperative Organization. Half of the population is going to be under the Chinese rule. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Send them in, my brother. We're going live over here on... Okay, send them in. Staten Island, who we got? Tom from Staten Island. What's poppin', Tommy? You there? Tommy from Staten Island? Bob from... This is the Frankie Russo Show, 77 WABC, where New York comes to talk. Bob in Woodridge. What's poppin', Bob?
Bob, it's Bob Grant calling from the Rio Diner. Listen, you're doing a great job. God gave me a good gig. In order to get my wings, I have to come down here and hang around the diner and make sure nobody gets into trouble.
I like this. So what's going on, Bob? What do you think?
I just called in to say I want to give Hillary a little salute, a little Mario Cuomo salute. Are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely, Bob.
Hillary, Zendame, Tuesday Provinos Svachim.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm American, bro. I'm not from Italy. My family's from Italy, but I'm American, you know.
And she is, and it's sick out there and getting sicker.
All that. That's what that is. All that you said. That's what that means.
Yep. That's real Italian there. And you know what? Always on my show, I used to say I really gotta get out of here. I just gotta get out of here. And you know what I did, Frankie? I finally did. I got out of here, and I'm up in heaven. And I'm looking down, and I'm saying, "Oh, geez, I'm glad I'm not down there anymore." But you're doing a great job, Frankie.
Bob, thank you so much for the call. Hey, listen, maybe you could talk to heaven a little bit, talk to God. I want some more airtime, you know?
No, God's busy in the multiverse. He's busy creating another multiverse, another universe.
He's in another dimension, right? A bigger dimension.
Talk to Stephen Hawking about the multiverse.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking, that's an amazing individual. Wow, I saw that movie. Amazing guy.
A little string theory.
Amazing. I love it.
We got to hit another astral plane. Just talk to Timothy Leary.
My brother, thank you for the call, Bob.
Hey, Frankie, I got to get out of here. I got to get sick out there and get it.
800-848-9222. Frankie Russo Show. We're going live at YouTube. It's Frankie Russo video. Later on, you can watch it. Joyce in New York, our New Age chick's calling up over here. She's going to go do the New Age. Joyce, is that you?
Yes, I want to say something to Rosie. You know, my mother's name was Rosie, and this fear, paranoia is all over the place. That is the idea of our enemies, that we will be thwarted and we won't be able to act and defend ourselves. And I honestly think they're experimenting and doing terrible things to people, and we need to find those places and what do they call that word? Destangle them, untangle them, and do away with them.
But let me ask you.
Yes.
If we have an implosion of the United States economy, if the dollar collapses, if we have hyperinflation and bread is $25 and milk is $20, we have depression-like times.
Yes.
We are going to be very, if I'm saying this properly, vulnerable domestically and overseas because of the way this government has been acting these last 6 to 8 years. It's unconscionable. So people, I do understand people's anxiety about what's going on because, quite frankly, we don't know who's who, what's what. The president is the shore of Iran. He's a foreign national.
Yes.
We don't even, you go to China.
And he won't admit that he's half white. He's a disgrace.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get into race because race has got nothing to do with this. I am not talking about race. Thank you for the call.
He's a disgrace to his mother.
Joyce, thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. I'm winding down to 5 minutes. This is not about race. This is about policy. This is about America defending this great country. 800, send them in. Paul in Manhattan. What's poppin', Paul?
Frankie, you're on fire tonight. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, my brother. We're I love this show. I love talking to the people. This is about America.
And I'm from the East Village, where you saw all the news this week. So.
The East Village that's the Mark Place. That's where the big fire was, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't live right there, but I'm in the area. But
it's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what happened, actually, how it happened, but it's very unfortunate.
Well, somebody played with gas lines.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. It's terrible.
But the one thing I want to say to you, because you're on fire tonight, you're doing a great job. What I wanted to say to you, sir, is right now, Janet Yellen, the Federal Reserve chairwoman, has kept interest rates at 0%.
Right.
There's a reason for that. It's keeping our national debt from exploding. And American people, just like you mentioned earlier about Nazi Germany and so on, you break the American people's economic back, you got control over them.
You're right.
And right now, if American people are broke or the dollar's worthless, even the dollar's strong, that doesn't mean anything because the dollar's strong, but then it's actually weakening our economy in an inverse way.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole idea is American people should really consider gold and silver because right now India and China are sucking up the whole world supply.
What's really amazing, too, is on that discussion that China, Russia, half of the population, they're lined up half of the population now into this Shanghai Organization initiative. It's called the Shanghai Cooperative Initiative, and it has to do with what you're saying is they're trying to change the reserve currency from the United States dollar to maybe the Chinese currency or something that's contrary to the American thing.
Well, they're trying to fool people, Frankie, because what they're doing is they're saying your dollar's strong, and everybody says, "Oh, that's great." No, it's not, because the dollar's strong. Then our exports.
So when do you think? Do you think we're going to have an economic collapse in the?
I think we're going to have an economic. I think the American people are being duped.
Right.
Because the banks are able to give. You look at your bank account, and you're getting no interest. Right.
It's crazy.
Okay. American people look at your bank statement. It's a joke.
Right.
And the whole idea is, if American people just look at that, they'll see that eventually the dollar is going to be worthless.
Unbelievable.
And then when people are poor, all of us are poor.
So we're looking at slavery.
Then we're under Bama's control.
Right.
And then that control is he can do what he wants because everything that you said previous in your show will come true. He'll have even more control than he has now, which is an exceptional amount of control.
I mean, Richard Nixon would be walking around with a Woody, if I can say that. If the stuff that Obama's getting away with, Richard Nixon would be like, forget. It'd be like unbelievable. The stuff.
Whatever happened to our Constitution? It's like it doesn't exist.
It's crazy. It's unconscionable.
But all I have to say to you is so much. Keep up the good work because you got to keep spreading that word and startling American people into waking up and saying this is no longer a joke. This is not politics anymore. This is serious.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for the call. Great call. 800-848-9222. Frankie Russo Show. You missed the show? Go to Frankie Russo video. I'll be on YouTube. That's all. We're going live over here at 77 WABC. You can't keep up with this. You can't. No way. I'll see you in the future.